In this video, I'm going to teach you a little bit about training biceps and good posture while lifting weights, and also the preference to stand when you're lifting weights rather than sit. Now, the reason for that is inside your spine we have discs. If you have a look over here, these are the discs, the cartilage discs in between the vertebrae. And the discs get compressed when you're standing and lifting a weight, but they get compressed even more if you're sitting and lifting a weight. So for things like biceps, shoulders, tricep extensions, things like that, I prefer to be in a standing position with good posture, train like that, and there's less pressure in the disc in your lower back. Bicep brachii, the muscle that sits superficial on top of brachialis, has two heads to it. They both combine to one tendon at the bottom, but at the top they split into two tendons. Now the long head of biceps travels right up the top of the shoulder, and if you have a look at this, it shows the tendon traveling right up and it goes to the top of your shoulder joint. Then there's the short head of bicep, which travels up but stops at your scapula. So this is your scapula, it stops to the front of the scapula and grabs onto the coracoid process. So they're the two heads of bicep. I'm going to talk to you about training bicep technique. So these are dumbbells, and you could do the same exercise with a barbell, which is a long bar with the weights on the end. Before you start to lift, you should have your shoulders slightly back and down, and your chin slightly in. So from side on, you don't want to be training like this. We'll reverse that. We're chest out, shoulders slightly back, drop the shoulders down, chin's never out, never in as well, it's just in the middle, neutral position. Now that's the best way to train your postural muscles while you're training biceps. So I could be doing biceps, this is called an alternating, supinating dumbbell curl, because I'm changing arms and I'm twisting on the way up, so that's the supination. Alternating, supinating dumbbell curl, but in good posture, so that I end up training my postural muscles while I'm training biceps. Same goes when I'm doing shoulders or triceps. We use elbow flexion to strengthen the bicep, and a lot of people hold the bar, whether it be a long barbell or a small dumbbell, they hold it like that the whole time. That's fine, it still uses your bicep, and there's a muscle underneath bicep called brachialis. So there are two separate muscles there. Brachialis is very deep. Bicep, which has two heads to it, is on top. Bending this way uses both, but in order to bring in bicep, which has an element of rotation to it, because it touches on the inside of your radius, it'll turn the arm. That's called supination, and that's called pronation. So to challenge that part of biceps function, we pronate at the bottom, and on the way up, supinate against resistance, and then down and against resistance. Some people who have wrist problems find it difficult to twist their wrist as they're lifting a weight. In this position, the wrist is in neutral. So there are two bones here. They cross over when you supinate and cross over again when you pronate. If you keep them parallel without crossing over, it's this position, the neutral position. So we could do a hammer curl, still uses the same two muscles, but less strain on the wrist and at the elbow joint.